Hangout is on air. Setting up links. It's Wednesday! I'm not used to wearing two earphones. It's Wednesday.
November 19th.
November the 19th. Live show. Katie's here.
Hello, everybody.
I'm here. My accordion's here. Also, just want to point out, it's episode 149, which is like a high number. A lot of people like to celebrate the 25s and the 50s. Just saying. Next week is episode 150. Kind of a big deal. Deserving of cake? Possibly. Keep you guys posted. You guys get your cakes ready for your own house, too. But that's not for tonight, because for now, we have to ask a simple question. And with this over here away from the mic, with my keys, is...
It's...
Ray. Summer casting. It's time for...
Shanahanigans Live.
Feels like taking over the different lines. I haven't done this in a while. Feels like it's been so long. I miss you guys. It's a recording.
The broadcasting.
It's time for...
Shanahanigans Live.
what are you going to do this episode?
I'm working on a book plate.
Book plate.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, how am I going to rhyme this?
I'm trying to post this to Tumblr, but my Tumblr keeps crashing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, are you logged in?
Yeah, it's just slow.
That sucks.
So,
Okay, wait, do it. Katie's got to work on a book plate. I got nothing to work on. There's nothing to rhyme for me. Katie's got to work on a book plate. She also supposedly had a really good steak.
it was good. It was good.
Make steak.
Did we just make steak? Jerry made steak.
I want some steak. I also would like some steak, but I have to settle with leftovers in the fridge. I gotta go shopping. Anyway, it's a recording.
Broadcasting.
Time
For the Shanahanigans Live.
for... There you go, cool. Intro. Accordion. I was practicing beforehand doing a bunch of like Zelda tunes. I want to be good at some point. It's Wednesday, November 19th, Shanahanigans Live, the weekly show where you get to watch us speak about things we've watched and read and do, be it comics, animation, video games, events, VIP events even. Lots to talk about this week. If you joined us last week, we had a whole whack of guests who were over in our kind of round circle living room situation, but that was like before any of the stuff happened that they came over for. So we'll get to that in a sec. How are you doing, Katie?
I'm doing good. It's like blizzardy outside. We have our Christmas tree up. All is well. All is good.
It is frigid. I went out. This is like there's been little snow days.
So cold. Yeah.
Yeah, there's been little snow days before. We're officially in winter, which is interesting. It usually doesn't snow here until like after Christmas. So, I don't know.
Also, I have my little Sky Monster shirt that I've been wearing like pretty much as my work uniform. He's just a happy little dude. He's a sky dude. And it's so gray out. I just need a little bit of blue sky happiness.
I need some happier shirts. I have drab green colors.
You have all those fun cartoon shirts.
I know. I kind of put them through a cycle though, because it's like I've worn too many of them at the same time. Because anytime I take them out of the laundry, I wear that one like right away, and then they keep cycling, and like there's this whole backlog. They get no attention. So many shirts left neglected. But hopefully this season I'll be able to finally go through all of them. Okay, where to begin? I got a list. Big news, breaking news. A Shanahanigans first. You guys are here. Breaking news. Oh my goodness, it's a first in as much as we're breaking news. I really get to do that. That being said, it sort of already was kind of broke anyway on their own Tumblrs and Twitters. Regardless, let's take it back a step. Okay, so this thing called Bart Kira. You may know about this. I'll break it down with all my little notes. It's a community art project, of course, that's kind of takes the classic Akira manga, and they want to recreate all 6 volumes, replacing characters with Simpsons characters. That's the name for Akira. I believe right now they're currently on volume 2. Or finished. I have to double check. I have to delve into it myself and like take a nice read. But
I think it's on volume 2. Yeah, I was looking at some of the samples from it, and there's some pretty badass entries.
It's lots of different writers and artists. Sorry, artists. Writers. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm giving myself a full read yet, so I'm not sure if the dialogue is varied or if it's like verbatim or parodied. But lots of different artists interpreting the art style. So that's been going on for a while. That'll still be going on, and I do believe they're still like open for contributions. So go and touch that if you want to contribute. But this is where things get wacky and crazy. So if you recall a little while back, not too long ago, the Moon Animate makeup project was released, which was a recreation of a Sailor Moon episode, sourcing all people across the web to submit fully animated. Like anytime there's a cut, like an edit in the camera, it switches to a different artist, different art style. It is one of the most interesting things to watch, and if you're a Sailor Moon fan, doubly so. It has the English cast of the original of that episode, so it's equally hilarious. And they're going to be doing these two collaborations of the Bart Kira and the Moon Animate Makeup Sailor Moon project are collaborating to make an animated trailer for Bart Kira. That's right. And they're looking for you animators out there. They're looking to build a team. Starting next Wednesday, they're going to be putting out the call to get a team to work together all across the web. You don't have to be in the same country, same province, whichever it is. Just be web collaborative to contribute towards animating this project. I got a couple of notes here because I know I wouldn't remember everything. Let's see. So next Wednesday, call for animators. Bart Kira animated trailer. The look for this, as I'm told, will be. I was told from Kate Sullivan, who was the head of the Moon Animate project and is working on this. That the art style is going to be a little more cohesive. They're going to try to make it look like it was like a failed pitch at the end of as it was referenced, it was Do the Bartman VHS or something like that. So it'd be like a failed trailer kind of thing, something that just never took off. But it'd be kind of its own art style that everyone can kind of work towards. And let's see. And there's a bunch of ways you can find out more about this. There's the Bart Kira Roadshow Tumblr, where I think most of the updates are going to be. There's Bart Kira itself, of course. And Caitlin's actually going to be down at Burbank this Saturday at CTN-X, I think it's called, CTN. And she will be more than happy to look at your reel if you have it on you to get involved in this project. The project release date is intended to be March 20th. No, March 2015, I think. And those are all my notes for Bart Kira. If you want to get involved, check all those things. We can't post links just here because I am just completely not out of control. So go check that out on the Twitters and the Tumblrs. And if you haven't done yet, watch the Moon Animate Makeup Project. It is phenomenal and extremely fun to watch. That's the big news. That's my exclusive Shanahanigans first. How'd I do?
Good. I'm excited.
Excellent. Yeah, and also because
it was a lot of fun. So this will be a fun project.
Yeah, and you and I recently saw Kira in theaters as part of the
perfect timing.
Foundation screenings, and it was really fun to see it on the big screen again. So I'd be very curious to see it done with the Simpsons characters, because I saw even on the Bart Kira Tumblr, someone does have like a couch gag of Bart on the motorcycle doing the slide away from the camera.
Yeah.
The couch. So if there's stuff like that in there, it's definitely going to be something interesting to watch. The best part is, going back to the original Bart Kira project, in the FAQ there's a section that says, "Is this legal?" And the answer is like, "No."
Oh dear. It's a fan. Yeah. It's a work of as long as no one's making money off of it.
Yeah. So there you go. So it's just a good fun fan thing. And check out, you can read all the volumes right now, all the two. They're on the website there. Just type Bart Kira on your Googles, and you shall be fine. Where else it will take you. So that's Shanahanigans exclusive. That's what this is. I'm so excited. I really have exclusives. No one tells me nothing. I think it's way too late. Lots to go over this week. Lots of things that a lot of events and attending. Where to begin? I don't know, because last week we told you all about where we went with our friend Jack Face McGee, is known online or in the world Molly. Came down to Toronto because she won tickets to a Far Cry 4 launch event. And this isn't just some like, hey, everyone show up, video games, fun times. This is like exclusive, as we put it, VVIP event. Very exclusive. She was like one of like 6 people who won tickets to go to this, and the rest were all like press and publishers, developers, and creators and stuff like that. And originally she wasn't able to go, which was awful. And so she's like, hey, I know you're, because she's from Vancouver. She's like, hey, I know you're in Toronto and you like video games. Do you want to go? I'm like, all right, I guess. Awesome, thanks. I just felt bad because I'm just like, you should go.
It would be nice if you could go.
Yeah, and then the miraculous happened, and her dad like helped her out with a bunch of air miles points, and then she was able to fly over to Toronto to check out this event, and stayed over at our place, and that's why we had the everyone around for the live show.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun having everyone over. So that was that night. So that night was just before everything actually happened. 'Cause that was like the first night of hanging out, where we walked to every single comic shop in town. We looked for pop figures and things like that. We're looking for elephant hats. Found them very easily, all things. So you don't know anything that happens after that, so let's jump into that quickly. So that night was also the same night. No, was that the Thursday? You know what? That might be a different night, so I'm not gonna say that. So let's go to the Far Cry 4 event. Have you guys ever been to like any like lavish events, like press launches and things like that? Because this is basically what this was. On her Tumblr, she also has a bunch of images. I have a bunch of images on my Tumblr. This was like, first of all, this venue was fascinating. It was like full of very like it's very, I don't know what to call it, like a very like Indian kind of inspiration, a lot of like statues and stuff all over. Like I'm still in debate whether it looked like this because it was Far Cry or if the place always looked like this. And Far Cry just like timed out with it because the new Far Cry is based in like the Himalayas, stuff like that, and kind of like deals with the concept of like Shangri-La and all things like that. But this is like, it was very wooden doors and all these like kind of nice things set up all over the place. So very nice venue, first of all. And then secondly, they dressed it up in addition, if that wasn't already there, with a lot of spray paintings and original arts that were done at local conventions in real time, sprayed for there and displayed for here of the characters like Ming, Pagan Ming, who was like the antagonist of the game, guy in the pink jacket, white hair.
Who's the bad guy? Yeah, I was trying to figure out why everybody loved him so much.
Yeah, because he's naughty.
That makes sense.
So that's going on. Actually, what are you drawing there right now? Is it better to look at that than look at me?
No, I mean, I'm just trying to work out the composition for the book plate right now.
Okay, fair enough.
And whatever you want to do.
Okay. It'll jump back and forth.
I'm not doing any characters right now. It's just kind of figuring out a border.
But yeah, so very nice venue. They had a whole bunch of the game system set up. It was all like PlayStation set up with co-op, which was really nice. So you got to play Far Cry in advance in co-op, run around, get attacked by alligators and rhinos and all that good stuff. Really fun. And then like food and stuff was happening. And if you know me, I like a free food at a VVIP events. And this was like they had like the little boxes like noodles and things like that and some nice things. But then they opened up this like window and this like hidden sushi bar showed up, and the guy was like torching the top layer of like this kind of gooey, cheesy, fishy sushi type deal. There was salmon and there was like, I had a plate of everything. It was so good, and I like free events. I like being treated like a VVIP at these events. And beyond that, there's also like a lot of bizarre interactivity. Like people would randomly be bagged by soldiers and taken out back. So it's a very interactive event. Lots of fun. Got to meet with some of the developers and the community manager over at Ubisoft. Of the Twitters and the Tumblrs, really nice. I'm off with names, so I won't dare try to remember. And a bunch of free drink tickets, which is really nice too, because we got to try lots of nice little drinks. So that's what you get at a video game launch event. Definitely fun to do.
Nice.
Now I'm trying to think if that on the Thursday. Because if that was a Thursday, then that night would have also been the night that the Mario Kart DLC was released. I think it was. I'm assuming.
Yeah, because I don't remember where I was working and you guys came home late and then you were exhausted and you were playing the Zelda level. I remember that.
I mean, it was the night before then. I'm not sure. Because all I know is one of the nights that she was over.
That would have been afterwards, because she was just buzzing with excitement.
Yeah, because I knew Mario Kart. Okay, we were playing, but we didn't have the characters. And I don't remember the order of things. It was such a blur of a week. It was a bizarre week. It was unexpected. That one of the nights during her stay was the DLC for Mario Kart was released, and this is a big deal because I love Mario Kart 8. I to this day, it hasn't been too many days since it's been released in a couple months, but to this day, I claim on High Mountain that is one of the most polished games I've ever played. Mario Kart 8 controls beautifully. It's amazing to look at. It's fun. Sounds fantastic soundtrack. It's Racing Bliss is one of the finest sequels of a series I've ever partook in. Perfect. And to be told that, oh my gosh, 8 new tracks are coming out, plus new characters and vehicles, even better. So we knew this was coming out, and we were already like awake past midnight, so we're like, oh my gosh, it was like 11 something. We're like, oh man, midnight, Mario Kart DLC is gonna be out. I already pre-ordered it, so we're gonna get like right away. This will be awesome. But then we realized we're Eastern time, and Nintendo usually operates on Pacific, like West Coast time. So when the Mario Kart was to be released that the next day, being midnight, it would be 3 a.m. for us. And we're like already kind of tired and stuff. We're like, we're already up. We're gonna stick it through. We're gonna play this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna stay up for this new Mario Kart. And we're like, all right, let's do this. So we just play regular Mario Kart for now. Mario Kart 8, do a bunch of the levels, having a good time. 3 a.m. So we've been playing all the way up until 3 in the morning. 3 a.m. strikes, so we exit out of the game. Go to the main system. Maybe you gotta like restart the game just in case you gotta get a notification or something like that. So we exit out of the system, and then it goes to the main menu, and then it's like, oh, updating system. And we're like, oh my gosh, is this it? And I'm like tweeting all this. I am so excited. I'm like, is this happening? I'm taking photos of like progress bars and things like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? Is Mario? It's been so long. We're gonna get Link. We're gonna get Tanuki. We're gonna get Cat Peach. We're going to get new tracks, Excite Bike, F-Zero car. It's going to be fantastic. So this update shows up as like updating system. We're like, yes, right. We're sitting there, and it takes about like 20 minutes or so, or 15 minutes or so just to update. And we're like, and finish the update. It's installing the update. Okay, it's got to install the update. That makes sense. That's rational. I understand that. It installs the update. We're like, okay, time for Mario Kart. We click it, loads, it opens, title screen. It says Mario Kart version 3.0, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it says version 3.0. Take a photo of that, post that on Twitter. Enter the game. We're like, oh my gosh, we're so ready. Then it says, oh, you have to download all the new content, DLCs, and tracking. Let's start you on that. And then it's another progress bar, because the previous one was just like preparing the system for like getting it ready for the DLC that would eventually come. And I'm just like, no. So it's like, okay, let's wait. Progress bar fills up, going across, watching it, taking pictures of the progress bar because there's not much else to do, putting on fun Zelda hats because there's nothing else to do in the meantime, taking photos and having a good time. Finally loads. It installs, so we have to install it, of course. It's been in like half an hour by this point. It's 3:30 in the morning, and we're like, we are now doing this. It is Mario Kart, Zelda Cup, Yoshi Cup. Let's go. And I'm so happy we did. I know we could have waited the next morning, but still, I'm so happy we did it because the new stuff is fantastic. To report to you guys firsthand, the Excite Bike level, not so good on lower speeds, but 150, so fun. You're flying over jumps. Zelda level is great, throwback. All the coins are now rupees. Beautiful to see that attention to detail. The F-Zero track makes me just want more F-Zero. And beyond that, totally worth it. And it's now, to play through the whole thing, Mario Kart's now like a 3-4 hour game if you want to do every track in a row. And this only makes me want the next 2 tracks, the Animal Crossing pack, even more. So that's my live report on, not live as in right this moment, on Mario Kart 8. Katie, you played some Mario Kart 8. How do you feel?
It's fun. I like it. I like just that they vary stuff up and make it new, because I still enjoy racing with friends. It's just nice to get a new track and some new characters and stuff. And it's fun just being inside Hyrule Castle. I love just running around in there. And I think if you're racing as Link, you get an extra jump over the Master Sword, which is kind of fun.
Well, I haven't figured that part out yet, because I think you're supposed to like hit gems on the way down the stairs. But the thing is, I'm always in. I'm not bragging, but it's true. I'm usually in first place, so I'll hit all the gems and not notice anything. But then everyone after me seems to be like, "Oh, I jumped over the Master Sword. I jumped over the Master Sword." I'm like, I didn't see no ramp. What's going on? What am I missing out on? So I want to drive slower next time and see if I can like jump over the Master Sword. That's like my goal, my ambition. But like they brought back the Wario mine cart mine shaft. Well, it's not called mine shaft, but whatever it is, gold mine level from the one on the Wii.
Well, that was fun. It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, well, I remember playing it when I went back to play the original Wii one, which I guess is Mario Kart 6 or whichever. And I'm like, this would make a good level because it's got like crazy dips and stuff like that. And beyond that, I don't think there's any other remakes. Everything else is, unless the F-Zero is a remake of some sort. But everything. Oh, there's the Yoshi one from Double Dash, which is really good for drifting. Get your drift on. You know what I'm saying? It is fantastic. Oh, we got Molly actually joining us right now, saying sick flips, bro. Yes. We were having
Sickest.
sick flips all night on that Mario Kart. We were doing sick hits, greatest hits, big hits, sick hits, all the things you can do. Man, I almost wish like if you go to Molly's Tumblr, you can see like all the reports on the whole Far Cry. Like I don't know if you just joined us now, but we just finished talking about the Far Cry stuff just before that, and Molly seemed to have a very good time at the event, as you will see from the articles. And the footage of her being bagged and brought up back. But yeah, no, Mario Kart definitely worth it. If you guys have been on the fence, being like, I don't know about this Wii U business, I'm like, dude, Mario Kart 8 alone, even until Smash Bros. Come out, Mario Kart 8 alone is worth it to get a Wii U. It is one of the finest games I've ever played. And I've played a lot of different kinds of games. I've played puzzle games, RPGs, strategy, shooter, adventure, explore, point and click, race, drive, kaboom, blah, blah, blah. Mario Kart is one of the finest games ever designed. Mario Kart 8, fully endorse it. Cannot wait for more. Also, just because people are jumping in the chat, the Q&A right now, if you're watching and you're on like the Google or the YouTube, you're like, oh man, my voice needs to be heard. Join in on the Q&A and you can post questions and comments and we can get back to you. Molly says, I just joined now. Dang it, I was late. That's what you guys get. You gotta be on time for the show, guys. We got Sarah saying hi.
Hello.
And if you guys have any questions about anything, it helps us out. It's like my life. As you can hear how excited I am about Mario Kart 8, you can assume my life isn't too eventful these days. It's like I live vicarious through the racetrack and Hyrule, where it's a wondrous place. It's cold outside, guys. I walked to like a cafe and I was
brutal.
Ugh. It feels good too. I like winter. I welcome the snow.
It's a nice change. It's just I would like to go outside without my face feeling like it's gonna melt off.
Right.
From the cold. Or just crack in half.
Yeah. It's those brutes, my goots. Bunch of other things I've listed down. Let's see. This is why I make a list, because my mind is just all over the place. Also, while Molly was over, we checked out Big Hero 6! Good times. Big Hero 6, it's fun. Some stuff's a little predictable, but that's okay. As I put it, like, if you've seen a movie before, you'll probably figure out Big Hero 6 really quickly. But
yeah, it's not super original, but the characters are really fun, and that makes it really fun. And I mean, how many movies are super original? But it's just kind of like it's some familiar storytelling and some really fun and endearing storytelling and just really enjoyable characters.
Yeah. Like Baymax is I've seen the footage of the one in like Japan or the one at Disneyland who actually walks around and blinks.
Oh yeah.
Like that, the inflatable. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to hug that, and I hope it's warm, like it heats up. Because it's a fun movie. Like and the interesting thing that I noticed was the tone offset that Disney does right now with their CG films, because it's like Tangled, fantasy throwback to Disney with songs, Wreck-It Ralph, modern digital cool video game action stuff, Frozen, musical throwback to classical Disney stuff, fantasy, fairy tale, and Big Hero 6. Futuristic modern, pow bang, zippity digital stuff. So it's kind of interesting that Disney seems to be having this offset. So I do wonder, is the next animated feature just from Disney going to be?
Well, I believe it's going to be Moana, which is a South Pacific tale.
Yeah.
Which I don't know too much about, but from the few concept arts I've seen of it, it looks pretty nice, pretty.
So
lovely.
Then after that one, their movie's going to be hoverboards or something like that. A movie! Tony Hawk does a walk-on. Tony Hawk just does a spin. Like that's what it seems to be. Like, it's kind of nice that they're kind of dancing between fantasy and tech as kind of their two key genres right now, or subject matters. There's a lot you can do with both those. But, because at the time Disney was kind of known as, and nothing wrong with it, known as kind of like the, fantasy musical company, from at least, like, most of the 90s and stuff. It's like, oh, it's fantasy tale with songs. So it's kind of neat that they divide that up where they still keep true to this, because the musicals kind of died after a while once the whole kind of DreamWorks Pixar thing was happening. It's like, who needs a song anymore? Because at the time it was like, oh my god, if this movie does not have a song, it will fail. Every animation has to be a musical, and that really changed with Pixar and DreamWorks. Like, oh no, you don't need it. You can just put hot tunes in there, like some Randy Newman. Let's cook with this, and people will love it. which is great, until it becomes a little too jukeboxy, and you're just like, no, don't play. I don't give a damn about my reputation again. But so it's kind of neat that they're balancing that out now. They're actually being like, okay, so this year you get your fantasy with your songs, and this year you get your tech with your cool flips and things like that. So everyone's happy, especially us at the Disney store. We went right after.
Could have been more gear, but
Could have been, yeah. I wish there was more. Well, the problem is there wasn't like a full-size Baymax you can buy that had a heating unit in it, because that would have been really nice. I would have appreciated that. I think we would all like. Who needs one of those Japanese heated tables if you can have like this sentient heat bot walking around to give you hugs?
just kind of flops on you.
Yeah, like he'll just like sense your temperature and be like, "Ooh, in Chile." No, it's worth it. Check it out. I had a really good time. The only other animated film we got to check out now is The Book of Life. We got Molly also saying, I've played about 3 hours of Far Cry 4. So far, it's so amazing. I released an elephant, and it liberated an entire outpost for me. If you get a chance, you should totally play it, Jake.
Sounds amazing.
I will. I'll wait later, once they eventually get a next-gen system, probably down the line, and play it exclusively co-op if I can, because that's kind of my favorite way to do single-player games, is with co-op, despite the name. Molly also says, Baymax is the cutest! I'm going to see it again for sure.
Super cute.
Cool. We got Joshua saying, awesome movie, Big Hero 6. Did you check out the after credits? Dude, at this point, I know. I just stick around the credits.
I will always stay. I used to always stick around for the credits just to, all these people put work into it. I should at least read the names.
And now I stick around the credits even during depressing movies just in case something funny is going to happen.
Yeah.
Doesn't. But, at the same time, I'm like, well, people put work into this. Like, the dude had to render out this whole title sequence, so let's watch it. It's not going to hurt no. Like, where am I going to be in the next 5 minutes? Like, I'm just gonna,
yeah, exactly.
Also, it's just me going to be shuffling with the crowd in line, being like, I got to throw away my popcorn. So I'm just going to chill for a second. Digest, John Wick. I think we sat through the credits, right? Did we?
Probably. Yeah. Damn
it. No, like if it's up to me, I'll stick around during credits regardless because I just don't want to get up.
No, you're just pushing through the crowd.
We got Josh also saying like Brave, and I'm not sure if he means in reference to Disney switching between fantasy and tech, but Brave being more of a Pixar film. I don't even know what their order is. It's like, let's do another Toy Story. It's like, all right, go nuts. Have fun. Let's see. Oh, Josh Ellis says first time commenter, long time stalker. Really? I could have sworn you've posted on the show before. At least recognize your logo somewhere. It's like a little working dude.
Thank you for stalking.
Yeah, we need more stalkers on this show. Too much of you guys are like passive observers. The stalking quota is low, and we're almost at our 150th episode. We need more stalkers. Yeah, you guys heard that. 150th episode coming up next week. Make some cakes.
That's crazy.
Celebrate with your family and your friends. People are texting me during the show. No, they're actually commenting on something I posted on Facebook. So once again, Big Hero 6, definitely worth checking out. It's really fun. I enjoyed myself. And play Far Cry. It's big world. There's elephants. Can't have nothing against that. Other big news, of course. We all know and love the Goat Simulator game, of course, where you get to live a life as a goat, destroying a little town, using the physics system to fly through the air with
It's amazing. Just the flailing. So great.
The newest update.
Ever since I saw that little trailer.
Newest update coming soon for Goat Simulator is called Goat MMO Simulator. Do you find
What does that mean?
You can have a fantasy online RPG experience but want to live it out as a goat? Well, now your dreams can come true as Goat Simulator is now expanded to the world of massive multiplayer online RPG. Where you can be different classes as like cleric, mage, warrior, or microwave with legs. It's looking out to be a spectacle of goat proportions. I'm a big fan. I don't play too much because honestly it's more of a sandbox muck around kind of game. But of the time I did spend with it trying to get my goat to ride a skateboard and do sick tricks, I'm actually really looking forward to seeing how this applies to the fantasy realm of you taking on the factions as a goat, using your physics to defeat your enemies and stuff. It's going to be a treat. I think Goat Simulator, we all need a little Goat Simulator in our lives. We got Sarah saying, I'm also long-time stalker. Thank you. Good.
Hooray.
Good to have.
Two of
We
you.
got Molly saying, when you get a PS4, and I do too, we can co-op Far Cry together, just like old times. Tier. If a PS4 happens to fall in my lap, that will definitely happen. I'd love for a PS4 to magically appear in my house. She also says, I'll be sure to make a cake in your honor and eat it in your honor.
Oh, that's excellent.
We will appreciate the notion if you take photos. Alicia Danang says, I really hope I can see Big Hero 6 this weekend. I've been trying for the most 3 weeks. Yeah, we didn't see it opening weekend. We saw like the 2 weekends or whatever after. And then it's like all these articles are out being like, Dumb and Dumber 2 passes Big Hero 6. And I'm like, yeah, right, let's not get crazy. Yeah, sure, it's just well and good, but let's not. It's been out for a week or two, so people have already seen it. It's like it wasn't expected to do what Frozen did because it didn't have Anita Mendes singing "Let It Go." So there you go.
Yeah, classic.
So apparently, with like Buble or something, she sings "Baby It's Cold Outside" or something. The internet is losing its collective minds. I think. I didn't read the article too closely.
Just good headlines.
We're speculating what she sung. It's the jury's out on that. Man, I talked about Goat Simulator. As we've talked about many times, we're in a renaissance of fantastic animated series right now. There's always been good animated series out there, but right now it's kind of like you could throw a rock and hit a combo of good ones. Like it'll just like bounce off of each one. And it's like that's a good show, that's a good show, that's a good show, that's a good show. We just finished Over the Garden Wall.
Such a good show.
Good show. So many rocks hit it. It's such a good show. If you don't know, it was leading up to Halloween, I believe, on Cartoon Network. It was a 5-night mystery. What do they call it? 5-night mystery.
5-night mystery.
Mystery Frugenflangle. Animated thing where it's like Cartoon Network. Most content it's like 2-part episodes. Cut in half, so it's like 11 minutes each. So 5 times that math. It's a fascinating series. We talked about it briefly before, I think, on the show. If not in life, we're telling everyone go watch it right now. It's kind of like it's hard for me to explain because it's kind of like it's very like folklore-esque, but like an odd merger of American folklore and European.
It reminds me of Wizard of Oz, where it's just very turn of the century. You have riverboats and schoolhouses and
frogs and clothing, like you have.
Yeah, like a lot of woodland critters
and stuff.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of that, Mr. Toad.
Yeah, and it is eerie. It is one of the eeriest cartoons.
So beautifully art directed by Nick Cross, who's a really great, talented artist. And yeah, just those backgrounds are so gorgeous, and there's so many bizarre animated bits put in there that are just like, oh, it's so weird. And
musical numbers.
Yeah, a lot of really catchy musical numbers. The storytelling's really good. I really loved it. It was really good. I would caution, it seems like spoilers are kind of getting put out on Tumblr, but it's kind of like, if something comes out, I have to watch it before I even go on Tumblr. But
feels very reminiscent of old school children's stories. Yes, it's got to be like Beatrix Potter, but like with a darker side to it.
Yeah.
But there's
just like instantly a classic. You watch it, and you're just like, yeah, I'm probably gonna watch this every October, leading up to Halloween.
But don't make me tell you watch it. If you like Hobbits, Elijah Wood's in it. So there you go.
Yeah, he's so cute.
He's very
It makes me want to watch Lord of the Rings again. Yeah. I mean, it is almost Christmas, so that's my Christmas go-to. Still.
It is a spectacular show, and it's like the less you know about it, of course, the better.
Yeah, it's 9 parts. 9-part episodes, and so good. Just give it a watch. I think Cartoon Network has it on their website for free, so if you're in the States, you can just... Yeah.
And if you're Canadian, you have ways.
Yeah.
Someone
or just buy it. Support it on iTunes.
Like, someone apparently uploaded it to their, like, Google Drive and gave everyone the link to it, so it's like, there's all the episodes on Google Drive, I guess, because I guess they don't flag Google Drive because it's not YouTube, so it's like,
or you can buy it for $10 on iTunes and help support it.
Help support it is a good thing, too. So if
and
you
then hopefully Cartoon Network will make more.
That's the goal. That's what I like. So here's the thing, like, can we get regular show on iTunes? Canada?
I don't know.
I feel like I would support it if I could do that.
Yeah. I like how I feel like Cartoon Network is putting out some of the most exciting stuff right now.
Oh, they have so many good things. Like I don't know if I had much time to talk about how much I love regular show now, but like 2 weeks ago, I talked. I was wearing a regular show shirt. You wouldn't have seen it because I was actually too low for the camera. But 2 weeks ago on this show, I was just wearing the shirt, and then I was talking to Katie like, "Oh, we should watch more regular show." And then in between that time, I got to like season 3 in like the matter of a week and a bit.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Because I love regular show now. Hence why I was on this big hunt for the pop figure of Benson, which I have on the other side. You know what? I could show you guys. Why didn't I show you guys last time? Katie, entertain.
Oh boy. So you can look at it really quickly, but we went on this big mission the other day to try and track down the Benson pop figure, and I think we hit almost every comic shop within the radius of our place to get it. And the very last one, he found it.
There it is. This is my Benson from regular show. And the thing is, I used to see these characters like all the time at all the comic shops in Toronto and be like, what is this? Regular show, some hipster stoner comedy. And then, like, I watched it, I'm like, this is the best show ever! I love Benson. He's so angry, and I need to watch all of it. And it is, like, not my favorite show. Yeah, no, so watch regular show, that's my endorsement. Josh Bell also says Over the Garden Wall is a great show. Alicia Denung says Over the Garden Wall is great. I just show it to a friend to emotionally cripple her the last few episodes. Close this door here because it's creepy. But yeah, no, it is a treat. It is some of the, like, I want more. It's very like the weird thing is it does have kind of that Cartoon Network tongue-in-cheek sensibility, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it has a big tone of old like stop-motion animal nature shows, which like were never like tonally they're very slow, and it's like, oh, Mr. Fox was talking to the weasel, and he's like, have a crumpet. I'm like, I hate this, but it's used so well in this show where it's just kind of eerie and drab. But
And it references a lot of classical animation, or a lot of classic animation. Like just stuff from like the 20s and the 30s and the old Disney stuff, and yeah, so good.
Yeah, and there's also like a bizarre dance sequence with the Highwayman or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
That was apparently all animated by what's his face?
Nick Cross.
Yeah.
Super good.
Shoot, nice love this over here. I'll put this way. What other animations? We're way behind on Korra, so
Yeah, no spoilers.
we got Yaiba saying this is actually from a little while ago, and then people started deleting stuff, and now I'm only noticing it now. So
No,
if you
don't
play
delete.
Far Cry 3 and Blood Dragon, I'm wondering how the new ones compare to it. You'll have to talk to Molly for that, because she's master of all things Far Cry. But that being said, I did intend to buy Far Cry Blood Dragon on its own because it looks hilarious. But I was on someone else's account by mistake, so they got it on their Xbox, and I was like, oh. And so I never played it.
Oh, weird.
But I am right near the end of Assassin's Creed 3, which was like I bought that years ago on launch day, and I didn't open it until like last month because I was just like, I never got around to it. I was like, I don't have time to play this. But now I'm very near the end, and I'll be like, God, I finished another game. I am accomplished. If you have questions and comments, you can jump into the chat and drop them off for us to take a look at and respond. I talked about Goat Simulator, Grand Wall. As far as reads, a couple of comic reads recently. I picked up the manga adaptation of All You Need Is Kill. You may know it as Edge of Tomorrow, the film, or by the better subtitle name Live, Die, Repeat. But all of that was based on a novel called All You Need Is Kill, which the manga version is adapted and drawn by the Death Note person. So the art style is familiar to you if you read it. We really enjoyed watching Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow, whichever you want to call it. It was actually one of my favorite films of the year. I had a really fun time watching it. Very interesting premise, very, very funny film, surprisingly, intentionally. And this one doesn't.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a comedy, but there was some dark humor in it. Just with. I wouldn't go expecting to find like a.
I'm not going to call it a comedy because it doesn't have like record scratches in the trailer or anything like that. But like. The comic is definitely a lot more serious, or the manga definitely a lot more serious, but it is a fascinating. Did you read it yet?
I did.
What did you think?
I liked it. I liked how it was a bit bleaker.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, uh, it's kind of one of those things where it's like I enjoyed it, uh, but I liked the movie almost uh, that the characters were a little bit older, kind of. Like I liked Rita Vertasky being more of like a 30-something-year-old fighter instead of like a what 19-year-old kind of. Was like, no, I need more heroes my age. But, it was fun. Like the art was really pretty.
Hmm.
They both had different aspects I liked.
Yeah, no, it's worth reading. I got a little confused near the end though. I have to like discuss it and figure that part out. But yeah, it's definitely worth a pickup. It's all in one book, so if you get it's from like the Viz Signature or Viz Select or Viz Whoopie Doo collection, so it's like here it is, all in one place. But worth checking out if you want a little read. That's kind of like, whoa, what just happened there?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on over here? That's all you need is kill. Speaking of anime and adaptions, live action Attack on Titan character posters were recently posted on the interwebs, so you can see what the cast is looking all like. Your Jaegers, your Mikasas,
Are they Jaegers?
that other guy. No, no, is his name? The main guy's name is Jaeger, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch. I've watched one episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe a
so much
couple.
more.
I don't have time.
You can watch it. It's good stuff.
I can't. I can only watch stuff I can play while I'm working, and I can't watch anime with subtitles because I don't know what's
Right.
happening. That's why I like something like regular show is great because it's just nonstop, like just characters being exasperated all the time. But
Yeah, yeah,
you can figure out what's happening just by listening to it.
yeah. Well, fair enough, but you should check it out because all you need is kill is wait, no, Attack on Titan, really good stuff.
Hmm.
It's yeah, no, I was gripped by that season. But so live action films are coming out. I have no idea what the release schedule is. But that being said, I do recall the Rurouni Kenshin sequels were released in Japan, I believe, a little while ago. They released like 2 movies as the sequel to the first one. The first one was fantastic. We all watched it a while back, so I'd be curious to see the second and third in succession because I had a really good time watching that. Really good adaptations going on there. Also, speaking of adaptations, hey, you Final Fantasy VII fans, did you
Oh
ever
yeah. Oh
Final
me.
Fantasy VII remade into something? Oh my gosh!
What?
Well, it sort of is.
What?
It's
What? What's
Little Big
happening?
Planet.
What?
Some fans painstakingly recreated all of Final Fantasy VII in Little Big Planet 3
No way.
or Little Big Planet 2, whichever it was, and it's like compatible backwards and forwards with all of them. So if you want to relive the greatest moments of Final Fantasy VII with the most adorable adaptions of your main cast of spiky-haired fun folk,
I do
just
want
check
to do
out
that.
Little Big Planet 1, 2, or 3, and you can download them all right now, absolutely free. You might want to get the download pack though for the Final Fantasy characters because they're really cute. It's like Chevron, he's
Oh.
precious. Yeah, they're kind of like I have the what was it the theater rhythm figure here of
Mhm.
Cloud. So they're kind of like that, but it's sack boys of course, but they're just precious. They're just adorbs. You know what I'm saying?
Adorable.
The best. Let's jump into chat quickly in regards to. Nope, that got deleted. Wait, no, it's still there. Going back to Far Cry. I'm only saying in regards to Far Cry 3 versus 4 question, they both are outstanding games. I really love the story of Far Cry 4 better, and I feel like I just want to walk everywhere because every section of the map is so different. And there's so much to explore. So much! Lots of content.
That's what I like about RPGs, just wandering.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Story,
Got
I just want to go for a big walk.
Josh. A big virtual walk. That'll do me some good. We got Joshua saying, yes, so awesome regarding Attack on Titan. And did you see the Marvel crossover with Attack on Titan? It looks so interesting. Yes, it is the Avengers versus Attack on Titan,
Crazy.
which I don't know if they'll be as brutal with it as they are in the manga, because then, I figure Spider-Man's going to get eaten in the first 5 seconds,
It's
and
just
then Hulk gets
wiping all the
stepped
way
on.
down.
Because if they want to be true to Attack on Titan, they just got to start eliminating all the Avengers until there's like 3 or 4 left. Because the Titan, that's the catch. The Titan isn't just like, oh, it's tall people. It's like tall people eating characters you liked. So it's like, there goes Tony Stark and ta-da better. Side note, if you want more adorable, bizarre Attack on Titan, there's that sub-series of like Flash animated shorts where it's like the little characters with like the swirly eye design. Like they have like figurines and stuff like that, but they animated it. And like each episode ends with the main characters always going into like the Colossal Titan's stomach and like some punchline in there while they're like like treating it like a hot tub or something like that.
Wow.
It's yeah, it's pretty silly. It's pretty fantastic. Taking the most like depressing series and making it fantastically fun. We got Molly saying also, Katie, what are you working on? I was too late to the party.
I'm working on a book plate for the Valor comic anthology.
What is a book plate, pray tell?
Essentially, a book plate is it's kind of like if ever you went to an author signing and instead of them signing the book, they had like a sticker they signed and would slap on your book. It's like that. So for the Kickstarter backers, it's easier for us to ship around these book plates for everyone to sign instead of shipping around like hardcover books to everybody's house to sign. So you ship around like a package of 30 book plates, and then you ship it to the next artist, they sign it, ship it to the next artist, they sign it, and then we send them out to the Kickstarter backers.
Well, that's fun. That's interesting. And
Yeah.
you guys gonna like sneak a little treat in each pack too? For it's like, this is for you.
I don't know.
That'd be such a good idea. Molly saying, Rurouni Kenshin sequels, OMG! I haven't seen them yet though. We should have watched them together because the first one was really fun to watch with a group. And still to this date, if you haven't yet, the best video game adapted film I've ever seen is the Phoenix Wright live-action Japanese film. It is phenomenal. It is so fun. If you can find, I don't even know if it was officially ever translated, but it's kind of like some students like translated it or something like that. It's like kind of funny.
We're close enough.
We're going Little Big Planet. And Recreate's got Molly saying, I saw someone recreate Silent Hill 2 in Little Big Planet, and it was so awesome. Yep. I know someone recreated the Little Big Planet thing we made way back when for the Escapists. Someone like made a level of that, and I never got around to playing it. I
You made a level? That's awesome.
Somebody a level based on that Little Big Planet thing we created with the dolls in the live action. I'm
That's
like,
so cool. I
never got to play it. Someone posted it on my Facebook. I'm like, awesome, but I was so busy I never cracked it down and installed it. Oh well. If only I was more in tune with the community. That's most of the things I have on my big old list. To recap, we talked about Bart Kira at the top of the show, and then we talked about a bunch of other things. Anything you got to report? How's life?
For me, busy. I have a board due in a couple weeks, so I'm just in crunch mode.
Yeah.
Right now, so actually it's good that it's all frosty cold outside because it's going to keep me from wandering around outside too much.
No escape. No excuses.
Yeah, keep me in front of the computer for warmth, and then I might as well work while I'm there.
Very true. So we'll probably start, I know we're all busy, so we'll probably start wrapping up soon. But if you guys have any questions, last minute stuff, get them in quick, and we can talk about it briefly. But beyond that, I think I kind of blasted through the majority of the things I wanted to address. Yeah, I'm just looking around my room being like, is there any evidence here of like stuff to talk about? Anything else? Did you read anything else? I thought we went on a bit of a comic trip in the last while, and you picked up a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah, I started reading The Wicked and the Divine, which I really enjoyed. It's kind of like the gods keep coming back to just hang out amongst the mortals every century or so, and around this time they come back as these celebrities. So it's just kind of neat seeing all the different characters, and the character of Lucifer is really fun character. So there was that, and I picked up a bunch. What did I get? I got a shelf I'm slowly working my way through, but there's just so many good books out there. What did I just read? Oh my god. Well, I just read All You Need Is Kill. Before that, I read Jen Wang and Cory Doctorow's in real life. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. It was a fun look into what is it? MMOs, just big role-playing games, and then and then people who actually make it their living to mine stuff in the game and then sell it for actual money.
Yeah. You may know Jen Wang's work from Coco Be Good from a little whiles back. It's a fantastic graphic novel, and like I mentioned it before, one of the most drawing things of her art is like the eyes are just so appealing to look at for some reason. There's something
She's
so
got really amazing expressions and acting. It's really good.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
I remember that from way back when she had a webcomic called I think it was Strings of Fate, and it was about the 12 animals of the Zodiac.
That was hers?
Yeah, and it was
I
just
didn't know that.
it
That was
was
like your first big webcomic you read.
it was incredible. It was just like the acting was really like the facial expressions. I was just like, this is insanely good. But like as happens to a lot of webcomic series, starting off when you're younger, you move on to other things and bigger projects. But it was fun. I really enjoyed it.
Huh. That's a full circle in a weird way.
Hmm.
Yeah, so check out IRL in real life. The other book I picked up, actually, along with All You Need Is Kill, is Daymen from, I forget if it's from Boom or IDW. I'm bad at this stuff. But the premise basically being all these like powerful vampire families that run stuff. They need people to do things during the day. So they
Oh,
call the Daymen,
that makes
and
sense.
they do things with sticks.
All right.
This is the worst pitch. But the point is, it's action and vampire families and stuff like that, and fighting vampires, and humans who fight vampires, humans who work with vampires and do business with vampires. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Did you read that one? Yeah, I think I give that to you.
No, not yet.
Yeah. Like that's how I was sold on it. It's like I forget where I heard about it. Sometimes I hear about comics like I watch a random podcast or something like that, and they're like, "Oh, we're reading this," or there's I forget what her name is. There's someone who's online and she has pink hair, but she's not the one with the pink hair who is in on YouTube, but she does like a comic show, and she like recommended a bunch of stuff like if you want to like get into some good Superman, what you should read.
Oh, cool.
And there was one she suggested that was called Birthrights, which I love the first half of it because it was all about Clark as a reporter before he was Superman, and he's in like war zones catching bullets basically
Oh, that's
while he's like
amazing.
reporting. And I'm like, this is cool. And then he puts on the
Why have they
suit.
not done that
And
before? Yeah.
it was really cool opening. It was just like he was straight because like the movie was like he has no connection to being a reporter at all outside of like Lois did it, But like
Hmm.
in this, it's like this is him. He graduated and he hit the world with a camera. I'm like, this is cool. I like this. And then he puts on the suit and I'm like, I'm good. I'm out.
You just like the origin story.
That's going back. So I've always talked about. I always like the grassroots, ground level heroes, like the Marvel, the Hawkeye. Well, whichever series it's called. It's just called Hawkeye, or was it called?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just him just hanging out in New York. Like I love that stuff. I love fantastical in the mundane versus all fantastical all the time. Where it's just like, oh, everything's crazy and supervillains. I'm like, I just love him like just dealing with regular people who outnumber him, but he's just stronger. So it's
Hmm.
like. Molly says, no more questions. Just want to say I miss you guys already. You're great company. I'll see you guys next week for the 150th episode.
Woo! We miss you
You're great
too.
company too, Molly. Thank you for coming by and enjoying Pop Tarts.
Yeah, it was a really fun week. I was expecting to just be like head down plowing through stuff, and then I was like, oh, we're going out and having fun. Yeah, let's do it.
Like, I was expecting to hate it, but
I
you
was
turned
expecting to
it
be like,
all right.
ah. But you guys brought me out of my work cave. It was fun. It was a lot of
Yeah. And
fun.
I realized like my tourist side of Toronto is just take people to comic shops. I don't know where else to take you. I'm like, there's an art gallery.
That was a lot of
There's
fun. Just running around with
comics.
everybody. Yeah, and I mean, it's like I know the
Yeah,
city, but sometimes I need to just kind of treat it like I'm visiting and just explore
yeah.
the new places again.
Yeah. Well, if you come by again, we'll get more bubble tea. It'll be great. We'll fill out that coupon card. We'll get that free bubble tea.
Well,
Guaranteed.
don't you worry, we'll get that free bubble tea.
I don't have the card and like my number's linked to it. I think like Megan took it. I'm like, I gotta get the card back. I gotta get more bubble. Well, it could be the company card, whatever. Everyone can have bubble tea. The whole city can have bubble tea. Cool. Well, it is like past 9 o'clock. I blasted through my topics today. Jeez. Usually I have people like opposing me, being like, "That's not true," and we can fight about it for half an hour.
Really? Does that happen?
No, that
Never.
happens. I hope it happens sometimes, so I could like just we can do a thing. Have a thing.
Ugh, can't handle. Oh, speaking of, I mean, it's just a really quick thing, but did you see that Natzilla response to like a YouTube troll?
No, I haven't. What's happening?
She's just funny. She's just really good at like it like starts out really thoughtful and like like you really shouldn't be like attacking people for their art because other people's art doesn't affect you. What you really need to do is just keep trying and working hard. You'll get there. And then at the end, she's like, and also suck my dick. It's just so stupid.
Oh,
But it's like this very thoughtful response to a troll, and then she just trolls right back. And I'm like, yes, good.
Is this of being Buppy Cat fame?
Yeah. It's her and Noelle Stevenson from Nimona. Just every time I'm like, I think I'm going to take a break from Twitter, they just start epically trolling some troll. I'm like, yes, this feels good.
Me. We can all take I don't know how to deal with anyone online. I can't.
I just like run away.
So yeah, not too much else to report. Beyond I'm gradually uploading randomly whenever I feel like it little story comics called Shaggy World Problems. Much inspired the name from this very show where people say my shit doesn't mean nothing whenever I'm complaining about things. So if you want to check that out, go to my Tumblr, Shaggy Shan on Tumblr, and there's a whole thing on the side, a couple links, and one of them is the Shaggy World Problem comics, and I explain the elephant hat from the Far Cry event if you want to see that one. And then they're fun little experiments because I cannot draw a straight line on a tablet. It always ends with a little loop-de-doop.
It's tricky.
I don't know how to stop it. And if I slow it down, it's even more wobbly. So I'm like, I draw a small line, then I go into scale and enlarge it to make it a longer line because I'm like, I cannot draw long straight lines for the life of me. Why am I doing this? Yeah, I think that's about everything I got this week.
Cool.
So, is there any events coming up? I know it's CTN apparently in Burbank this weekend.
CTN, the big animation comic festival, is happening this weekend in Burbank, I believe. So if you guys are out there, enjoy. We have a lot of friends out there, so go check out Stu Livingston, go check out Megan Dong, go check out Cleo Chang, go check out who else is there? I think Elsa, who works at DreamWorks, is there. I'm just
right beside Disney.
Yeah, it's basically it's in the hub.
Street across from Disneyland.
Well, it's where all those studios are.
Yeah, how could you not go to Disneyland after that?
Oh, I know. Someday I would definitely love to check out that show, but this year is not the year. If you're in Toronto, this Saturday, I'm not exactly sure where it is, but there is a cosplay dance party happening.
Oh, really?
I'm not totally sure I can make it. It sounded like something fun, but I'm really getting into crunch mode right now. But let me just give you guys a quick. Let me just check my Facebook, and I can explain that. Basically, it's just a bunch of people getting together for a big dance party. If you want to rewear your cosplay costume or your Halloween costume, just come on out. It's House of Cosplay at Junction City Music Hall. There is like 43 people say they're going. 1.1 thousand people were invited. There's 66 maybes. It looks like they took over a whole house in Dundas Street West. So yeah, just Facebook check for House of Cosplay. It's at Junction City Music Hall. Saturday, starting at 8 o'clock. So yeah, might check it out. We'll see.
Also, I think Toronto's like Celebration of Lights or whatever's coming up, and I know so because there's like this ad in Little Italy that clearly that was supposed to be Elsa from Frozen on there.
That was super Elsa.
Yeah. You know, this blonde, blue dressed lady, whatever.
Frosticles.
Never. So that's happening. Beyond that, if you want to check out our stuff, you can always check out the Twitters and the Tumblrs. Katie Shy, Shaggy Shan. For all updates and things on the Silly Kingdom, you want to go to sillykingdom.com. More information there on what doings happenings. And for this show, you always want to find out if it's coming up or what day it's going to be on. You want to subscribe to Shanahanigans on the Facebook, SHAN.
AHAN.
IGANS. Just like it sounds. Spelled just like it sounds. And even though you are subscribed, you may not necessarily get any updates because that's how Facebook works. It wants us to pay to inform the people who follow our page when things are happening. So just frequently throughout the week, keep an eye on that page and you'll see what's going on. Shanahanigans Live is usually Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Ontario, Canada. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's Wednesdays, which you'll just have to stay tuned to see when it is, where it is, why it is. Post it on the Facebook page, as well as on Twitter, and Tumblrs.
Yeah.
Man, I have to live a life next week to get more stories.
Yeah.
I have to get into more monkey shines, get more into shenanigans.
Get out and go just do some crazy things.
Yeah. Go to the cosplay dance. Take a chance.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go. I might just swing by and check it out.
I don't like
what costume to wear. What was that?
I don't like dancing. I'm
You
not.
don't like- oh,
if there's cosplays karaoke, that's a whole different story.
Oh, in my case.
Sing "Let It Go" as Waluigi. That'd be great.
Mhm.
Ah. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Possibly Tuesday, but stay tuned on the Facebook page. Cheers.
All right, have a good week, everybody.
150th episode. Come by next week. It'll be fun. Get some people over. I don't know. Cake.
Okay.
Cake. Cake.
Okay.